Last year I had to deal with the knee, pretty much throughout the year. Seems like doing a lot better than with it this spring. How are you feeling these days?
I feel good. Pretty close, back to 100. So it's just nice being out there, being healthy, and getting to contribute and just be out there with the teammates.
How much of it was the struggle last year that, maybe you had thought you were 100%, but maybe it wasn't cooperating with you?
Yeah.
How much of a struggle was just that aspect of it?
Yeah, it was frustrating. But you know how the season goes, you just kind of patch it up and try to do as much as you can. So that was pretty much the case. Sometimes I might have said I was a little healthier than I might have been. Just wanted to get back out on the field. But now, healthy, just about 100%, so it's good.
One of the number one things that people have said is, how can they get the tight ends more involved and more involved? When you hear that, what's kind of maybe your answer for that?
I think it goes both ways. Obviously, it's, we need to make plays and, show that they can throw us the ball and, do more and have more guys out there, to contribute. And then it's just, obviously them putting in plays for us and stuff, which, is happening this spring and stuff. And everyone's doing well with, taking it on. Because it's a lot mentally, knowing two different positions for the same play sometimes. But everyone's doing well with it so far.
Even though the offense wasn't terribly productive in the bowl game in terms of points, your group was involved obviously a little more. Was that a confidence boost, or did that mean anything? That you guys were able, you and Chase and Alec, I think all had catches in that.
Yeah, I think we had like 3 or 4 guys to catch that game. I think it was kind of a good springboard into the off season. Obviously, that game did not go, the way, not to our standard. But regardless, I think it was good for the tight ends to get involved like that and kind of, have that springboard into the offseason.
I think most teams might have 4 or 5 tight ends on the roster. You guys have 7 that are all going to be able to play this season. What's that kind of like for you guys to have such a deep, group out there right now?
I think it's really good for the group. As in the room, it's really good for the competition. No one has a safe spot, and everyone's, driving everyone to be better every day. You can't have a bad day and just, be lackadaisical. Go out there. You got to come to play, every day. And it obviously offers help to our team. Having a deep room where, we have a lot of guys who can go out there and make plays.
Now that Spurbeck's gone, do you expect your role to change or expand at all?
Whatever they ask me to do. If that's, catching more passes now, getting more involved, run game, pass game, whatever it is, I'll do it.
Are you guys that selfless? You guys always do talk about whatever you need to do, and all that stuff. And it seems like certainly you'd love to get the ball more. I don't know, but.
I think that's something that's special about this place is that that's something they teach us, and I think a lot of the guys that come in here, that's, just how they are, that's part of their character, and I think in that room it's been like that over the years. I remember since I was a freshman, we had guys from seniors to freshmen playing, and no one complained about how much they got the ball, so, it's kind of, you're just taught, once you get in here that's how it's supposed to be, so, I think it carries over.
The 2 guys coming off the red shirts, we just talked to John and Nick. Obviously, those guys are, you see them and they look not like redshirt freshmen necessarily. But what would you see from those 2 guys, I guess, kind of while they were redshirting and I guess here in the spring too?
They're kind of that bigger build of that traditional tight end. So I think they offer a lot, in the potential side of things. And they both had great off seasons and, going to the spring, they're picking stuff up, quicker and stuff now. So, for them, it's just kind of trying to get comfortable with the playbook. Right now is really kind of where they're at. So then once we get into fall camp and summer and that stuff, it's not so much of, what do I do on this play? But, they can work more on their technique and actually become a better player.
Getting back to the Mountain West Conference Championship game, I know it's a goal every single year for this team. What do you think the biggest hurdle is the last couple of years you guys have come up short in trying to get back to the title game?
Yeah, I think it's just, winning games late in the season. And I think we just need to play with that edge, that we know we can play with and just, dominate teams the way we're capable of.
Do you think it's going to change much now Zach Hill calling the plays instead of Coach Harsin?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing how that room goes is, they're both in their game planning and everything. So I'm not really sure. Honestly, I didn't even know Coach Hill was the one who was starting to call the plays now. I'm just kind of out there like, call the play, let's roll with it, So, yeah, that's my take on
it. You kind of talk about winning games late in the season and stuff like that, and I know it's tough to say, but here in March, how can you guys try to work on something like that when it's things that'll pay off in November? Is there things you can do now that can help you then?
Yeah, I think it's putting us in those situations as best we can. You know, now, and something that's really big for us that we've been pushing is this fourth quarter mentality, you know, finishing strong and all that. You know, going into workouts, and now we're doing it in practice of, you know, those last 3-4 periods of practice, it's, you know, everyone knows, hey, it's time to go. And it's a, you know, really big energy, and, you know, you need to make a play. So, you know, that's stuff that I think we try to put together, you know, the best you can in practice in a workout environment to translate onto the field during a game.
Does your group take a little bit of pride in, you know, that they're, like, again, you know, there's so many of you guys who are experienced, there's so many of you.
Yeah.
Brett has, you know, 5 new linemen, he's got a bunch of new receivers and running backs and stuff. You know, you guys were there, and I don't want to say it's a comfort factor, but, you know, how much do you think that might help the offense a little bit here in the spring with all you guys out there? With helping
Yeah, I think definitely in the spring, you know, since we have some guys out, you know, it just helps, you know, guys like me, Alec, you know, Chase and Knight, who have kind of played, you know, a decent amount, you know, to be out there and help kind of that young O-line, you know, with calls and protections and stuff like that. And also for Brett, just having, you know, people he can trust to throw to and know they're going to, you know, be there in the right spot.